The kite back and the range on this comp of KC is a complete nuisance.
I feel like they have a giga draft gap.
Yeah,
I think so too.
I think their draft is so much better for KC.
So he's looking to make an impact towards bot so that he can free up Kalist and Targamas to help him out, take that objective down.
You can see that they're super aware of this, though. They're playing so far back.
Yeah.
You know, Braum only taking the cannon with a Targon charge from max range Q. Like, they are not willing to walk forward. Peanut's topside. No one's contesting there, so where could Ivern be?
I have no idea. Well, actually, we have
compelling mystery, Azale. Obviously, the Gnar is going to have a really good time. The Aatrox pick was always both a pick away as well as just a neutralizing pick, as we often see him use, because he gets to lane pretty decently into effectively anything.
And I've always felt like Zeus is just such a confidence player, right? When he is playing really well, he can just play even better. And after a game number one, you want him to be able to start off strong.
Grubs for a Gnar composition would be huge. There's also been, as we talked about, the continuous pressure for Viper and the Light in the spot side. A response is coming through as the swap is there, the TP to follow. I don't think Peanut should be allowed to get all of these. He doesn't have his, or he still has a smite.
They're just not coming to contest, though. I mean, you have your bot lane top, but you're just going to let him do it in your face.
Yep, he's still got smite, so Yike might be able to come over and try and contest as far as that is concerned, but that is Peanut just taking it away. 6 grubs, that's feats of strength as well, doing to every team so far this tournament. It's being able to catch everyone in these tempo plays that puts you in a tempo vacuum, where you just can never find your way back. This is what I was expecting in game number one, and we'll see whether KC can do a little bit more of what we saw in that first game to try and pull themselves back.
The big thing for me after the previous game, though, is how good the team fighting looked as Targamas.
Yeah, Chains of Corruption smashed into the wall there as well, and he decides to turn it into a bit of an engage because he has nowhere else to go. That's first blood somehow here at 12.5 minutes going over to Viper.
That was, for me, KC was doing so much better, particularly with Hanwha's strength being team fighting. So that's something that I think they can still rely on, but it's, again, Gold lead, it just keeps on climbing slowly and steadily, and if they're not careful, they are just going to get choked out of this game.
Yeah, but they're not at that position now, definitely. We'll see. It is going to be a Cloud Soul spawning here, which is quite strong. Peanut's going to be able to grab the blue buff, and they should be able to walk off.
They're right. I do want to highlight something we haven't talked about yet, as Zeus should be fine here still. I don't think there's enough people nearby. Let's get...
Does need to hit this tower a couple of times before he makes his way out, as he flashes, actually. Not sure about that one, as the Gnar into the wall. He hits the Mega as Delight comes over. The redemption coming down, though, as Yike looking to try and protect his top laner. But with Peanut in the area, they might be able to get something done, but Delight is just being given up for the Ghost.
He's dead.
And it looks like KC are going to be able to finally strike back in this game, answering that first blood with a kill of their own.
That's actually huge as well, but they're going to look for Kalist.
Yep, ulti comes through from Zeka here as Kalist taking a fair bit of damage, but not going to be hit by everything.
Great for Kana to be able to grab a kill there and equalize things somewhat here in that top lane.
Well, Peanut is going to come on over here as the rest of KC looking to try and take down this Rift Turret. It's going to be stolen by Peanut. And he's tanky enough to be able to pick up this eye, and Targamas at the same time throws out the Impale for what feels like fun. As the Spiraling Despair comes down, Peanut trying to deliver it to the rest of his teammates. He's blast coned his way out. They managed to pick up what they wanted. Right? It's fearless. And this is one that they should definitely be winning, right? That's what you'd expect. This is their ace in the hole. Not quite working out, although it might be enough to kill Zeus. Like you were saying. See whether he can crush his way out of it. There's enough CC here as Vladdy is getting the same treatment as the Glacial Fissure, almost what finishes him off there, as Zeus will get taken down as well. Peanut, in the meantime, though, is looking for that soul point that we were talking about. The rest of HLE on that bottom side able to take down an inner turret, and I think sacrificing Zeus is probably okay.
It's an acknowledgement of what we're saying.
4 people are going top. You know that the Herald has been summoned on the bot side. You just need to back off and hold the inhibitor tower.
Focus landing.
How are you supposed to engage here as Between Worlds come down at any moment? Kalist moving in now. The flanking Ezreal is not the scariest, as there's the wallop from Zeus to slow them down. Yeah, they're looking for this, but I don't know about it. It's down to 1,000 as there goes the Otacon, and it's voracious. So we've got some second lives here for HLE. They decide not to go more aggressive. Is that they sort of don't thrive anywhere with how far behind they have now become. 5,000 gold as Peanut looks to try and pick up Kalist, not able to do so. Arcane Shift going to be there, but the inner turret still going to be falling down. Daisy getting aggressive, the Spiraling Despair is there as well, and Zeus going down rather low. Remember, Otacon still up and available, so they have the ability to recall. Sorry, the 5 members of KC all moving back as a unit, make it 6 as Daisy comes out. Zeka moving over, they are splitting this one up. Kind of taking a big chunk from Zeka here, who is really playing with the amount of gold that he does have. He cuts through kind of quite effectively. Piercing arrows being thrown out. That range that we were talking about from Viper really a factor here. As there's the Hex Flash in from Targamas, but he's melting! They kind of ignore him here as he gets stunned up. Chains of Corruption do go wide though, as Delight taking a lot of damage, but the poke, the artillery fire here from Viper is just ludicrous, and Kalist getting thrown out of the battle. Zeus still extremely healthy. As Zeka on this flank angle, and they will be able to take the soul, but one more can they get? Exactly right, Zeka finding almost everyone with that one, as down goes Vladdy. Kana just realizing that someone will have to die. It may as well be him as Zeka gets another one in the fight. That'll be Soul as well, and the shutout continues from HLE.
And KC are the ones to pull the trigger, and we talk about the lack of engagement on Hanwha Life. Thus far, it's not looked great.
And Zeka is looking really, really good, and this is not his flavor of champion either, as Peanut looking aggressive, finds the Impale. They're happy to just grab any target, as Daisy and Targamas both going down in unison. And Zeus is just zoning everyone away. Yike segmented off as well. He'll just explode. Concussive blows holding him in place. And HLE, I mean, we call him the orange tank for a reason.
Aaron is going to be free, and they can even go for Vladdy at the same time. He gets tagged.
Yeah, Winter's Bite coming on through there as there's the stun. And Vladdy going to be taking a lot of damage. Does manage to almost kill Zeus.
To make it look close.
Yeah, as his health bar doesn't move because he hits Mega Gnar at exactly the right time. I'm tilted on his behalf.
Yeah, when the engaged Braum plays where like the light, he's fine.
As Kalist is the one that's in trouble as the Impale comes through. Zeka there for the follow-up damage, and this Ezreal nowhere he can go, and Zeus turns it into an engage opportunity onto Vladdy. That's, I think, demonstrating just how far behind KC are this game as they'll move up towards this inhibitor on the top side. The base just in ruins. As HLE, I think they're done here with game number 2. They're going to make it a best of 3 as they take down the second. As KC, pretty happy. They have that 1-game buffer. They can use this as an opportunity to go back to the drawing board and figure something else out. But this one was all HLE all the time. And this team looks real angry with dropping a game in this series.
Yeah, Nexus, I think, ends up falling to mostly minions.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.